Hello there YouTube, I'm obviously live on stream right now and I'm just about to do some light pulling for Emperor's LD, as you can just see has just come out over here. And I'm obviously going to do my free pull as well, but before we get started I'm also going to dedicate my pulls to one of my patrons, because I always shout out one of my patrons whenever I release a video, and today that person is going to be Blood Otaku, who has actually been a follower of mine for a very long time, so that you guys can definitely come and check us out on Patreon, on Twitch, because I'm doing this all live on stream as you can see through my chat box just here. But let's just get into it. So we're going to do the free pull first on the protagonist banner and see how that goes. I only actually need one thing from this, which is Sedan, so I don't imagine it's going to go very well, especially seeing as that was a blue orb. And in Emperor's banner, I have obviously recommended that people don't pull for Emperor unless they're waiting to try to not have to get his LD when his burst comes out. But I love Emperor, so I'm willing to give him, I'm going to say 50 tickets and the free pull, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, that's 2 Power Stones. That's very whatever. This banner is fantastic for new players. For me, it's very whatever. But if you want to give me Kefka burst here, then I would love you forever and ever. So let's just go into it. But obviously, I really want that roller spike. Oh, it's blue. I am also going to consolidate these videos, because the reason I'm doing this is because the last time I uploaded my Chaos Challenge, it went so well that I'm going to start uploading some videos before the event starts with my Should You pulls, and afterwards as well by having this and a combination of my pulls and the Chaos Challenge as well. 2 Emperor 15s. Thanks. Thanks. So, right, I have 625 tickets, so we're going to go down to 575. I mean, that's Gilgamesh stuff. Unfortunately, this banner is terrible. It's awful. There is only Emperor LD or Kefka Burst matters to me. I mean, golds for days? But trust me, Power Stones are not something I need. Definitely not somebody that needs those. Yeah, I have over 200 Power Stones now, I think. Yeah, the first pull was free. I got 2 15s from it, so it wasn't fantastic. I mean, more Gilgamesh stuff. I mean, this is dangerous, because we know that Gilgamesh won't leave me alone on a banner, so we know that this is dangerous. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'm getting lots of Power Stones whether I like it or not. So, it could be worse, I guess. I mean, to try and get an LD or a burst in 50 tickets is a bit of a tall order, and I'm very well aware of that. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I mean, okay, it seems that the gold seems to have dried up. I've not had a yellow orb yet. Do you know what? I've never pulled a burst in a ticket. I currently own 2 bursts, which are Squall, which I pull. Oh, hold on. Hey! Oh my god! That's the luckiest I think I've been in a very, very long time. Emperor's nice to me. I'm so happy. Like, honestly, hold on. It has to be done. That is a pull I can be proud of. That is a very, very happy pull. So I'm glad that if the first time I've ever uploaded my pulls onto YouTube, it actually went quite well for me. So thank you very much for YouTube. If you're coming to watch this on YouTube, I'm actually quite stunned by how good my luck has been for this one for the first time in a very long time. So yeah, stay tuned and you guys will see the Chaos Challenge as well, which apparently I'll be finishing with Emperor. So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much and I'll see you guys in a second. Right, so hello again everyone on YouTube. We're just going to be doing the Chaos Challenge here, and I wanted to use a team here that showcase the fact that while Emperor and Kefka do clash, they can actually be used to finish this particular chapter. Now I'm going to choose to use, like, you could choose a different variety of summons here. Some people say you could use Leviathan to combine with the speed downs of Emperor and Kefka. Some people say you can use Alexander for the sake of keeping the heals up because I don't have any healing in my kit. Some people are saying use Shiva because obviously the fact that you don't have batteries in this particular party mean you're going to be able to get that speed up in regards to that. I'm going to choose to use Alexander purely because I want the safety of it, because at the end of the day, as long as I get the clear, it's not a big deal. Now I have LDs for Emperor and Kefka, as you saw earlier. I was, for once, very fortunate in my pulls for Emperor. But Kefka will also be able to provide a lot of stuff with his EX and his Trine. And while Emperor and Kefka clash as much as they do, you just have to be careful not to use Hyperdrive at the wrong time. As a matter of fact, with the regular Chaos, I used Miditelian as my friend unit and completely botched the timing on when I was going to use her, or use them, and it didn't really matter, honestly. Because you'll see how little damage these guys deal. Because quite fortunately, Gilgamesh still hits like a bus. So this should be like, they're hitting for ones. Like this role, it is like, because you've got such strong debuffs in your party, and obviously Gilgamesh has an attack down aura as well. So you really just don't have to worry about much here. I'm going to use Light of Judgment again here for the sake of like just getting damage through and charging the EX, and I'm not going to use Light of Judgment all that much for any other reason. For the same reason I'm using Beckoning Blast here. And then Gilgamesh is probably going to use Death Claw for... Well, actually, I could just Wild Dance for the sake of killing the mini-moths, yeah, because it'll charge the EX gauge quicker as well. We can just HP plus here. Because you find like, once you've set up the Hellish Gale, you don't actually use the skills all that often anyway. So I'm going to Beckoning Blast again here. Like, I mean, he got broken, but he gets broken straight back again, so it's really not that big a deal. Death Claw, because I'm not going to use Death Claw very much at any other time. I might just Light a Judgment again, just for the sake of getting Havoc Wing charged. Because when I finished the regular Chaos, I used this exact team, and it really just wasn't that difficult. I was literally using Kefka's skills for the sake of damage. And then Hurricane still hits like a bus. Certainly against multiple targets. Now, I will probably use Hellish Gale. Oh no, actually, let's not use Hellish Gale straight away. We'll use Dreary Cell first, because might as well get the charge up for it. But using Hellish Gale just to get that HP plus fairly soon is probably a good idea. But I find that this wave is so easy that you really just don't have to worry much. Because the traps will deal with these moths pretty sharpish. Between those traps and Gilgamesh, like, the moths just, you don't even have to worry about them. And Meteor Plus now as well. And the nice thing with Gilgamesh here, because you guys know I will take any excuse to just run Gilgamesh here. I could use Hellish Gale here just for the sake of getting the charge up and getting the buff, which I'm going to do. HP plus should be fine here because Gilgamesh should be able to finish you off. In fact, almost certainly can. Deathclaw. Probably just gonna, like, because that's probably the only time I'm going to get to use Deathclaw, because you're not going to use it very frequently against these guys. Now, the key with these is just to note when they're going to be using their skills. Let's go with Stygian Crest over here. So I can at least set up one of the traps. And then a Hurricane means I can get a half-decent HP plus off, which is nice. Don't want to Trine just yet. Well, I'm going to Light of Judgment now, but I'm not going to use Hyperdrive while the traps from Emperor aren't there. We could Trine here. No reason not to. We've got so many uses of it. And then, oh, I'm still not ready for a Dreary Starfall. That's really annoying. But I can use HP Plus here just to trigger some damage. But because of all of these attack down auras and such, this will not deal very much damage to me at all. Or it will miss, which is also helpful. I'm certainly not going to turn down that. Wild Dance over here. Because basically all Gilgamesh is there to do is damage and occasionally delay things. That's all he's there to do. So, Havoc Wing. The difficulty with Emperor, and this is something that I will showcase here as well, is setting up those turns where you're able to use... I'm actually going to Deathclaw, because I'm not going to get to use it much. And if I get a Paralysis, it'll be there. Setting up the situation where Emperor gets another turn after he's used Dreary Cell, so he can start spamming HP plus, because if enemies are faster, it's just not going to happen. So now that they're damaged, I'm going to try... Oh, let's say, hold on. Is that HP plus and HP attack and blind? Yes, it is, because I think at this point I can Hyperdrive. Yes, I can. Cool. That means that the next turn, B will try and do something. It will try and use its Ferrum Laser. And even if I get breaks, it's not a big deal. Although, that has set me up so that I can HP plus over here, which is quite nice. Because we've still got turns over there, which is good. And I can Hurricane as well. Ooh, this is really quite nice. But I'm not going to Hurricane B, because I don't want Kefka to get Trine again until after B is acted. Just push A as far away as we can. Oh, mind you, he's going to get delayed anyway because the traps are going to stop him. I mean, that's fine. I mean, if I've got Havoc Wing available, then I can use that. I don't. I guess we just Light a Judgment then, just to get that extra bit of speed down while I can have it. Yeah, because that will charge up Havoc Wing nicely. Now I can Havoc Wing. Got to head out now. It was fun. Thank you very much for coming. It was lovely to see you. I guess Stygian Crest? Oh, Stygian Thunder Crest? Yeah, because we're going to have to get some of that on there somewhere, so might as well do it over here. While my damage is decent. So yeah, like I said, I basically just wanted to showcase the fact that you can absolutely use Kefka and Emperor in the same team. It's difficult, but you can definitely do it. I'm actually going to... Because what I want to do is I'm going to Wild Dance over here and then I'm going to Trine again because it will refresh the debuff on A. And while I've got 5 of them... Oh, mind you, do I want to do that? No, I want a Meteor. I want a Meteor because I'm going to refresh the Trine and then Hyperdrive it again after Dreary Cell's gone off. And then I have to obviously make sure I make use of all of the uses here as well. So, Beckoning Blast, and then we'll try on the next turn. Hello, Alfred. My pull for Emperor LD was very, very good, actually. I'm very pleased to say. Wild Dance again, because that's all you're going to do from this point onwards. See, look, I'm still hitting 10k despite its defense up buff. Trine. I love that he's still only got one, like, he's still got the Thunder Crest and the Dreary Cell on. See, aggravatingly, A's going to be able to act again. It's so awkward to try and get that done. And try and get it to Emperor to a point where he can use his HP attack frequently. Oh, there's nothing worse than when you run out of your drink. Well, we're going to Hurricane, because there's no reason not to. I do have a bottle of water, but it's a massive one that I use to fill my not kettle so that I can make tea. But I will have. Don't worry, I will always keep myself with drink as soon as I can. Oh, nice. Get Havoc Wing while we're at it. You don't have... Okay, you don't have Trine on, and you're going to get to do that in a second. But I've got Alexander, so it's not the end of the world. So that's fine. I'll be doing DE16 after this one, because I haven't actually had time to do it just yet. See, look, it did nothing. Like, to be fair, I don't know why I bothered. Maybe Alexander isn't the best choice. Perhaps Shiva is actually better. Purely because you're going, like, when you're using this team at the very least. Do I need to use Hellish Gale anytime soon? No, I don't really. But I do need to start getting some traps down. So, let's start getting A's damage down a bit. Hello there, Iliasta. How are you? I don't really want to get that launch right now, so I'm going to Wild Dance first, and then the splash damage means that will carry over, which is good. And the sap is going to make it say, like, this is going to do nothing. And he still gets broken, so we're all good here. I think it might be Trine time. Yeah, I think it's... Oh, no, it's not, because he's about to raise his tail. So we're going to Light of Judgment, I think. Oh, no, Meteor. Meteor's fine. Well, I was going to say we've had all sorts of reports on luck when it comes to this particular event. And I'm not surprised. Like, I mean, we've had people say that they've got it in their free pull. I was quite fortunate this time. We've had people say they spent a lot of tickets in order to get it and didn't get it, which is really unfortunate because I've known that pain all too well myself. Thundercrest, just get something on there. Thank you very much for coming, Exxon. It was nice to see you. Well, he's going to get broken, but that's fine. Oh, he's going straight into Fear. Oh, he'd already had his tail raised. Oh well. I mean, it's still not going to do a lot. All it means is that Alexander might trigger. Oh, it triggered on Kefka. I just wasn't paying attention. Let me see. What do I want to do here? I want to try, but I don't know if Dreary Cell's active yet or not. I think it is. Because if it is, then I can try and Dreary Cell and then use Hyperdrive after that. Good. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want from you. Because I'm probably... Ah, good. Hurricane. Perfect. That means I can bully B again. And And I can hyperdrive here as well, and that means that they're primed and ready. No, my Gilgamesh has not done a paralysis once yet. But then in this particular fight, he's not going to get to, is he? Let's be honest. Yeah, see, now we're starting to get to a point where Emperor's struggling for damage. Right, Wild Dance, because... Well, on the next time around... Of course you hit the one that you can break. Typical. Right, so I'm going to need to Hellish Gale, I think, here. But we'll do it to A, because the delay actually makes sense for you there. Although, do I want to do that on the next turn, actually? Yeah, I think I want to do that on the next turn. So we'll Stygian Crest Thunder Crest instead. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, you could. There's ways around it, and if you're against single targets, it's actually like amazing what you can do with it. Havoc Wing on B. Meteor. Although I'm actually going to use multi-debuff up now, because I think it's about time for that. The damage is starting to drop down a little bit, so now we're going to Hellish Gale. It doesn't matter who I do it to, although it, well... If I can get like the summon ready soon, then that would be ideal. Nope, no ding. Savage. You see, look, he's still hitting 9999 across the board. Like, Gilgamesh has got his weaknesses, sure, but he's got some use still. We don't need to Trine, really, because they're just going to do that. But I can Light of Judgment, and that'll get me some little debuffs. Just don't hyperdrive while while Dreary Cell's not active. You still hit even though you were blinded. That's really mean. Like I said, Gilgamesh has his issues. I'm not even beginning to debate that. Hit A because it'll break him and then delay him. Ooh, Dreary Cell's up. Nice. That's really nice, actually, because I'm going to summon this turn, and I'm going to start spamming that HP+. Oh, actually, if I multi-debuff, I think he comes out of break this turn. Yes, he does. And I'm going to Trine, so that that's up. And they're extended. And then Emperor's back up, so now I can start bullying things by going debuff attack up. And then load up Alexander. And now we're just going to HP plus for days. Because delay is a thing. It's not ideal, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's definitely going to get the job done. I mean, Gilgamesh's hit count really is terrible. No, I've not been fortunate enough to get Kefka's burst, unfortunately. But I mean, there is also actually like the ability to get those when Strago comes out. So we can hope. We can hope. Because I'm like looking at Strago, I actually think I might pull for him a bit more because I was actually quite impressed with some of the videos I saw of him. I still haven't quite got that ready, which is sad. But I've still got plenty of time to Because if I can get another Wild Dance off, which I'll be able to, and then I can Hurricane again. See, these, as long as you maintain the debuffs that you need to, it's actually not that bad. Oh, double. Oh, nice. Let's use C65 in case we can get a break on B as well. Yeah, not quite. Although, I say that, if I debuff attack up, now we can. Get the double delay. Yeah, now having looked into more about Strago, I am actually quite impressed with what he does. Oh, I could Hyperdrive and extend the blind. Yeah, let's do that. Because I need to use them, because they're nearly dead. It's kind of a battery, right? Right? I'm not going to get any more out of Emperor here, so let's just do some smackage. And then the trap should do some work here as well. Although I get another... Oh, I do get another HP plus here if I want it. Although I actually think I might Hellish Gale. What am I about to run out of? Hell Power and Thirst for Dominion. Well, that's the EX that does that, isn't it? But, no, I need the Beckoning Flare. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that because I need the... He has an attack down aura, which is actually kind of helpful in its own weird way. Well, this will at least push that away, and then you can't use HP attacks, and then I'm just going to use Trine again. Oh, hold on, no, you've still got 2 turns of HP silence, so I can actually just use that first. Can't use HP, and then you've got another turn of that. As a matter of fact, advance up, because you're about to be delayable. Yeah. Taking note of the grayed out bravery is actually like extremely helpful. And then we're going to get a dreary sell-off again, which is perfect. Firion does have an aura. Yeah, because my Emperor has 3 attack 108 artifacts on him. Meteor. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to kill B with one of these very shortly. Hurricane. Yeah, this is done. Lovely. See, like, basically, like, while this isn't a particularly challenging challenge quest, I wanted to showcase the fact that you can actually use Kefka and Emperor together, even though I recommend against doing it. Not having a healer isn't the end of the world. Not having a battery isn't the end of the world. It's a little bit awkward, but you can get around it. It's not actually that bad. But yeah, no, so this is the end of the YouTube portion of this stream. So if you've tuned in through YouTube, then thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Finally got lucky on a banner. First time in ages, which is fantastic. And yes, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one, and we'll be ready for Strago's event. See you soon.